So, I have chosen this beautiful July Michigan afternoon to correct an issue with one of the videos people have had that I recently put up. I showed pretty conclusively that the axe is a great way to get these motors out of appliances. But I didn't show how to get the motors out of the, how to get the copper out of the motor. It's kind of an oversight on my part, I admit it. So this waxy string holds these things in place, and it needs to be cut out. And to get that done, casual manner. This is gripping stuff, I know, watching a guy cut string. It's a miracle I don't have an Emmy right by now. What's the internet equivalent of an Emmy? It's a Webby. God, I'm captivated. So, this is the motor from a table saw. And yes, it did receive a Viking end, really. It's a marvelous way to relieve stress. And what happened was that you can tell pretty conclusively that it burnt up itself. I swear, before the guy gave it to me for free, I didn't break it for him. I promise. So then you just go, slice this guy up pretty good, and again, I swear, I never break appliances before harvesting the copper. That'd be ridiculous. I mean, I did as a kid. My mom knows that. Mom, in case you don't know, all those blenders did not die a natural death. I just really wanted to take them apart to see how they worked after I broke them. So, and then, so you go, just basically make a nice loop. Seriously, Mom, calm down. Mom, it was like 20-some years ago. Okay, fine, it was last week. But, you really need to let that go. So then, you got the string. You don't have to get the string out of there. This is Mom, seriously. And then, my mom is still alive, don't worry. So, then, when you've got all this stuff, the string kind of cut off away from the supports, which is get these big clippers. Clippers don't actually have to be this big for a motor this big, but it's nice because I can kind of get the whole thing kind of ripped out and then cut in one go. And there's actually a series of corresponding loops there's no power tools involved here. It's just nice. Try to avoid cutting the same loop. I think that's probably it. Then try to take your pretty much regular pliers, or needle nose pliers if you prefer, and and then you just take your needle nose pliers and you basically just lift. Actually, you don't actually need a workbench for this. It's a good help, but it's always a good help to have your own post-apocalyptic workshop. Just, for the hell of it. And, take the needle nose pliers, just kind of get under the copper wire. You don't actually need to cut the string on this side. In fact, I recommend you don't, because otherwise, the copper wire will be loose, and it'll just go everywhere. there was a time lapse going on right now, just now, because this is taking a long time. There was? Cool. So that was fun, and actually pretty productive. But I realized that for you know, camera purposes, maybe I should have done the smart thing and you know, gone with a smaller motor, because you're far more likely to come across those than this behemoth. This is recycling. I'm going to do what I probably should have done about 10 minutes ago, which is go with a smaller motor. This is actually the exterior ring to the electric motor to an electric fan. Standard electric fan, those big square ones. Same process. Oh, you die now. Yeah, he is giving me attitude. Not for long. It's a very good idea to get your aggression out of this while actually making extra money. I've done this to far fewer people since I've started doing it to electric motors. I'm gonna edit that out. Nah, why not? So now, these really big spindly rings. One problem though with some of the smaller motors, they don't have the same zip ties or string holding everything in place. So you have to be very careful not to make a mess, which is clearly a priority for me. And there you go. That took just a few minutes. This ring can be thrown perfectly justifiably into any standard recycling bin, so your waste costs are literally nothing, or you know how much it costs you to drive to their local recycle bin. Come up with about 10 minutes. I've come up with probably about 6-7 pounds of raw copper, which saved me about 25 bucks there and there, which I will actually turn into something that I can sell for a couple hundred. So there actually is financial reasons for this. But again, ripping up copper motors is a great way to save money. It's a great way to save aggression. And thanks for watching.